I didn't realize at the time, but there was a lot of hurt connected to music.
Hey guys, it's Jules. I'm with the Jungle Giants, and today we're making the perfect mug.
Woo!
Woo!
Cheers! Cheers!
So the basic recipe is 2 shots of tequila, 1 shot of lime juice, and half a shot of agave.
Okay.
And I tend to tweak this depending on who I'm around. So now that I know that you like a bit more of a sour, I'll put like a little bit extra lime juice. Yeah.
You've got a good... Yo, that's on.
Yeah.
This is fucking on.
Yo!
Whoa, that's a go. Oh yeah.
I think I've got more style. Sorry.
Chess originated in India, and the bishop was originally an elephant, and I think that's pretty cute.
I like that.
I
too.
hate that they changed it. I would have
Bring
preferred
back
elephants.
elephants.
I love elephants.
This is the longest time between records.
Yeah, it's been like
4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
I can't, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Feels like it's gone in a blip, but it's been such a journey. Like I had some really big life changes. Was in a band called Confidence Man, and I left that band because it was getting a little bit crazy just to do both. And I was engaged to Grace from the band as well, so we split off the thing. We're still really close friends, but for me there was just a lot of life going on.
Totally.
And then writing music, the music kind of had to be about this, right? So I had to process stuff so it was like accurate, so I was like feeling right. And the album has just helped me a lot. Like I feel great now. And I can't tell you the title, but the title is fitting to how I feel now. It's like sometimes life like throws some stuff at you, and for me it's about joy post that adversity. It's like, oh, I made it through and I feel stronger for it.
With the last release, it was a major moment in all of our lives. It was our first #1 record in Australia.
Yes, sir.
And that led to a lot of
touring.
like a lot of crazy touring. So it wasn't as, it was extreme highs, extreme lows, and everything in between.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really nice to see.
And a couple of mugs.
Yeah, just a few actually. We're chomping at the bit to show everyone the new music, and I think the new music really is reflective of the depth of the experience that we've felt over the last few years, having all of these kinds of feelings, and I'm really proud to see this guy for one still here, because there's a couple
it's crazy.
There was a couple motor
I was in a hospital a
I
bunch
read
of times.
something about this.
Yeah, like
life was
I
relentless.
had a jet ski accident actually during a Confidence Man film clip, and like you're not supposed to wear boots on a jet ski. Remember that? I didn't know. And then all that was good, and then like a year later I was in Bali, just totally fully nearly died on a moped. So
Should we keep you off like
I know
electric,
everyone
motor
and
vehicles?
like
I feel like
there's a hard band now.
Yeah. We're done with
nothing
that.
that goes over 20 Ks.
Yeah.
And I used to be a bit of a hoon, and I've really balanced that out now. So sometimes you got to learn the hard way, but it's been a long journey. But all these things, I feel really happy to be so strong and confident now. You know what I mean?
I do wonder though about, I guess, the challenges that you went through over the years.
Yeah.
How did that affect your creativity in the time? Did you feel like...
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's crazy because another reason why it took a good while is all of my things that were going on were so music connected and music related. My partner, we made music together. We were in the band Confidence Man. I quit the band, and at the same time, we'd been together for 10 years, and we were engaged, and we had like a full wedding plan and everything. And it all naturally started drifting away, right? And then, but for me, I guess I didn't realize at the time, but there was a lot of hurt connected to music. There was a lot of pain connected to music. So I did have to take a break from writing music, because music was all confused for a bit there. It was like a place of pain, which is really crazy for me, because it's always been like a very special, very core part of me. So I had to rebuild, and I did this thing called The Artist's Way, which is like quite a famous book these days. Dochi did it, and she made it like, that was quite a famous story and journey. The Artist's Way is written by this amazing author called Julia Cameron, and she figured out that she had a skill to help artists that had writer's block, or were too focused on goals and weren't really enjoying the ride, whatever. It's a 12-week program, and it completely changed my life.
Really?
Yep. And one of the weeks is like deprivation week, and you're not allowed to read anything. And all of these things have really specific reasons why, because you're kind of retraining your brain to get away from you're not focused on goals, you're just letting yourself create. So I had to like rebuild. And then what's nice is it was me. It wasn't anything related to my ex or the other band or anything like that. It was my thing, and it's such a cool tool set that I have now. Because like, even some weeks you don't feel that creative, but I have these new tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just like kind of loving life right now, which is wild.
That's beautiful. Cheers to that. Just
Cheers.
to
Ching,
that.
chang,
That's
chang.
amazing. I feel like that was quite evident in Hold My Hand.
Yeah.
I listened to it actually for the first time and kind of disregarded the fact that it could be potentially like a breakup song and like a love
100%.
song. And
It was a goodbye song.
Well, it was a goodbye song, but also I feel like in many ways, at least like to my ear, almost felt like it was speaking like inwards. Sometimes we all need to hold our own hand.
Yes, exactly.
And
And
just, like-
that was you know what that song was like, because it was the first song that kind of it was a big instigator for a bunch of other music.
Yeah.
And it was super emotional, and even just making it was like intense, which was a kind of a new experience for me. And I have liked that, like, after all this, now music making is more intense because I want things to be more real. I don't not really necessarily like want to lean on a metaphor. Kind of like, I'm still always down for a metaphor, but I like things having a pretty specific thing that they're about. And that's why with this record, like just yesterday we were showing a bunch of people, and it's the easiest record to ever talk about. Like, I'm like, oh, this track number 3 is this, it's about this.
Yeah.
Everything, you don't have to. In the past, sometimes I'll be like, I don't even really know. Or I can't remember.
You're like, what was I
Yeah, what
thinking
was
about?
that day?
Yeah.
But this is very specific, and it's very it's of a specific time. Yeah.
I think with Hold My Hand, it was, pardon the pun, but a release, you know? It was a release. It was a
Yeah.
release of
Yeah.
a lot of stuff that you'd been holding on to, and so that's why it was really important for us to release it, you know?
Yeah,
And
100%.
that was, that gave way to a great wind that's led us to this point, you know? And it was such a special but difficult time.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, things don't always have to be, like, I'm a very positive guy,
Yeah.
and things don't always have to be, like, full sunshine. You know what I mean? Like,
well, life isn't. That would be-
no, and
Yeah.
like, and I think because I'm like probably like a perpetual optimist guy, but like, I think it's good to face difficult times because you do learn. Oh, this is cliche, but you do learn so much from a difficult time. You get new perspectives, and then you take them into your happy times. You know what I mean? So
Well,
it's all about growth, I guess.
Something that I've been like kind of thinking about a bit recently is the duality of life and how that we quite
Yes.
often feel like, you know, this immense optimism, and sure, like we wake up and we're excited about like what's happening, but then also there is things that we're constantly moving through. And it's like-
Totally.
and whether that comes out in like a creative output or like whatever. Like for me, I go and box occasionally.
Oh,
and
I
I'm
box
like,
too.
Do ya?
What's
Should we
up?
box
Oh,
each
so
other?
I was just gonna do that. I was like,
That reminds me of the line in the single.
Yeah.
In the Diamond in the Rough. In your hardest times,
yeah,
there's a
yeah,
diamond
yeah,
in the
yeah,
rough.
Diamond in the rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Which is out now, by the way.
so much of this record is about the light and the shade, you
Yeah,
know,
definitely.
and about that duality that you're speaking about. Yeah.
And like, you know, enjoy the sunshine when it's there, and like,
Totally,
you know,
yeah.
be like I'm learning to be mindful and more balanced, and like it's I don't know, I've learned a lot of things, and I'm really happy with where I am. And one thing I love is the record is the product, like it's the tale, it's the stories, but it is also my like self-healing journey, and it's awesome because I can look at it now. And people get different reactions. Sometimes they're like, "Wow, that's a sad song." I'm like, "Dude, it makes me so happy because it's out, it's gone."
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's just, you know, it's fun, and it's, you know, I'm kind of in love with how music helps me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like what is art without it being like a healing thing?
100%.
That's what makes the world go round, like the love in it and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the freedom in it. And
Vulnerability and like
Yeah.
it being real.
Yeah.
Honesty.
Yeah.
Honesty.
Totally.
Yeah. I think the biggest difference from maybe the last record is the piano. I think a lot of songs are really piano.
It's super piano.
based, and like that's maybe a sound that people haven't heard from us before.
We need pianos for live now, which is a, you know, it's a
Yeah,
funny
right.
thing. It's like
Oh,
sometimes
yeah.
the record tells you what
The
you need now.
evolution.
But yeah, and it's like, you know, still it is, it's made of piano, but then one thing I like, I'm calling like sectional. So I used to, one thing I like in bass lines is if you have a chord structure, being really singular with the bass line as opposed to like having it being overly expressive, because I like the drums filling that space and the vocals filling that space. So things are quite angular and sectional with the arrangement of the chords, and I'm liking that. Things are unified.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds really beautiful. I'm really excited to hear it.
I can't wait to show. Can't wait to show you guys.
Also, I'm about to finish this, so we need to make another one.
Get
And also,
to work.
I'll tell you what I'm really glad about in all the change and all the evolution of the Jungle Giants. Margaritas have stayed on top.
We
So
stay
cheers on the
consistent.
fact that-
Cheers. Woo! People are like, where's Dooris? And he's like, I'll be back. I'll be there in a second. He's just squeezing lines with his hands. There's never a juicer.
Yeah, no, it's very cute. So much fun. Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Have a little look.
Oh my god.
I keep a good.
Did you catch that, Phil?
Yeah.